Part of me does not even know what I'm getting into by doing this. But here we are. Life's been complicated this past year, I will admit to that. And I've basically sacrificed the last pad I had, which was a PDP. And since 2021, Precision has not been making those dance pads anymore. So the best I could get, without spending $1,000 on a single pad, is an L-Tech. I haven't modded it yet, and I'm hoping to figure out some way to get it to my liking. But for now, I'll be using the good old classic Corsair Gaming K55 keyboard to play instead. And I'll use this pad as needed to go through things that I think might be a little off-putting or weird. Because I'm starting to get into the whole swing of, like, looking through things in, like, review and post and stuff like that. Of course, now my keyboard doesn't want to work. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that was a desk flow issue. It was on the other computer. Forget that. All right. Here, I'll start from the beginning and work my way down. I should probably unmute the desktop audio. I'll put it on 2 players because we're gonna need that later. I know that for certain. So here we start with Left's pre-release with 102 songs, plus 1 to give Quietly Turning some respect. We start with Alter the Altar. I will be playing through all these files on keyboard, as I mentioned earlier. And if I'm trying to understand the intentions. Because they're not menus, isn't it? Hang on a second. They are not menu keys. I see. Okay, so I'm not really going to be playing on these keys, I don't think. So okay. Sure. I don't have a key backslash that I can really use for player to back all that effectively. Like, just restricting it to the number pad and everything. Okay. Mute actions. Thanks. There we go. Now we can start. I'll use default 2 for this. The second player. Just that I have some options already pre-configured. 2x. I'll put it at my normal pad reading speed. Whatever. It's fine. We'll figure out the kinks later. altering the altar. Just to let you know, I have not been keyboarded once.
A new religion with a guarantee. A new condition destroying me. Another gateway for the youth. It's up in darkness, time for the truth. Do your best, defend and testify. Psychoactive consequence.
Vice Graphics, I would not be able to do that stuff.
Altering the altar. The great debate. Overdone, damage done. Too late.
Oh boy. I like that, but it's complicated. Complicated. Not now, tag.
Psychotic break. Another episode. Memory loss. Pure overload. Paranoia. Not fantasy. Hallucinations. Why can you not see? Do your best. Defend and testify. Psychoactive consequence. Strategy.
I almost didn't hit those brackets.
Altering the altar. The great debate. Overdone. Damage done.
Okay, that's good for a first file. Like, I didn't really see anything wrong with that. It's just something I wish I could pass, cause like, when I had the PDP, I could pretty much do brackets almost no problems. So this wouldn't have been that bad for me to try and pass a 13. I did pass 113 on an LTEC. Like, or no, wait, the PDP before. But that was just a normal, like, speed file, Macarena. Tech and Rebirth. Stuff like this, I really want to get into doing. Okay. I want to see if, like... Okay. This is the part where I get up. Like, I know these pads are definitely not made for speed right out of the box, but like... Or brackets for that matter. But I wanna try and get at how this section plays out. Hope the left. Thank you, Telperion. And at this point, I should really set myself to like the intended reading speed.
Too late.
That's like one of the hardest parts of this is nailing those brackets in the middle of jacks and foot switches. And I appreciate that the minds are fake here. That's probably one of the few mistakes I've made in the past. Because, like, I wouldn't have thought of that to be, like, something modern, really. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that at the intended rate, so I'll just leave it at that. That was fun, I like it. Okay, next up is Ascent Turned by Hubert. Definitely sounds swingy, so I expect some nostalgia here. Alright. Here we go this. What do you know? Whoa, ribbons! Are you trying to kill me? Of course I'm gonna suffer ribbons when I'm just coming back from months of hiatus. At least put him there with two back. Hubert takes no prisoners. You're right, Phil. You're right. Oh my god. That's another thing I really want to get to understanding about this. It's like, what in God's name am I supposed to do about this? Like, this is a 12, sure, but... what in that kind of rhythm? Oh my word. Hang on, I should probably turn the TV volume up. Wait. 17, I think? That's not good. I want to see if I can understand that pattern in particular. It's a very interesting rhythm, and I want to see if there's some sense to it. I'm sure there is. Hyperhero, welcome in. We're in for an experience with this part. Okay, that is the correct rhythm, I'm sure. part of the reason I want to get a new laptop one of these days. It's so out of nowhere and I love it. Man. Let's see if I can, like, pass that part on point 8. Speed is fun. Speed rhythm, that's something else. I don't know if I'm built for speed and rhythm at the same time, viewers. Okay. And next, Axel F. I want to see who this is. Okay. Registrants, let's see here. Axel F, Axel F, where are you? Does the left registrant page even say? Don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Curious. Menus. Oh, and the description here, Brian damage. It always makes me think of that misspelled sign. Something like, get a Brian, morons. Oh boy. And I feel like with that one burst that's in the density, I should know roughly what to expect. But I think I'm gonna hate this.
What's going on?
What the? think I'm gonna like what the peak for this is. And I think I know what it is. I failed because of the peak! The obvious joke. Nine seconds left. Nar. I don't know if I would be able to, like, say that anyone could pass this at the tournament because of that peak. Like, unless you're trying to hit early for those on purpose, I don't see the point. I think that's what Dotso might have done to try and pass this, but I can't be confident because, well, my pad's unmodded. I didn't really see anything strange or off-putting about this, except for, like, the roll at the end. I'm curious. I know it's supposed to be BT, but, like... Okay, hang on. So we are here. Oh, that's so cruel. At that rate, just drop the roll. There's no point in getting me to, like, play this right here. This measure where you have me do, like, I have to move my foot from here to here in order to hit it. In the span of a 16th note. Yeah?
I'm on an hour hold for Medicare.
Oh my god.
You hear me talking, it's dropping Medicare.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Why do people have to be put on hold for such a long time? I just... There's no way you're getting me to do the heal last on this. While keeping the roll. That's a lot to take in at once. Yeah, I think the best technique for this roll is just drop it. If you manage to pass the burst, that's probably the only thing you can really do. Okay. Now that might be some good insight for some people, I'm sure. Base kick returns, people. It always comes back. Wait, did you see that? There's a subtle gimmick right before this text.
Let the bass kick. Bass kick. Bass kick.
That felt very monodirectional up until this point. Wow.
Let the bass kick.
I'm getting some vibes from T-Shiv's original. Of course. Oh my goodness, that looks so weird. I know it is, but it looks so weird. Oh, come on, in the middle of foot switch.
Let the bass kick.
I'm sensing some similarities here. Like, it seems like bass kick the main section just cannot go without going backwards and forth against the same sets of arrows. That's just a common thing. Okay. Let me get some notes in on the thread here. It's a wholesome bass kick chart, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have that one gimmick where you're forced to remember this whole section. And let me see if I can find the real one. Yeah, I think the original... I think this is the original. Yeah, that seems... There was the one part late in the file where you have to memorize this part. It's absolutely unfair. Because, like, right here you skip 2 beats forward, and sure, it's technically still viable, but... You're just inverting 2 parts. Let me see if I remember how to do it. Just from looking at that. I'm gonna put myself at 400 for this. And slow down a little, because this pad's not modded. Yeah, okay. It's just double step sets. Okay. And I need to remember what switch is, which is right here. Yeah, compared to this, the new one by Nightshade, she's got it down, I gotta say. A lot more noise. Play options for a second here and get the rate back. Okay, let me get some more notes in here. Sent. Axel F. Axel F. Got those in, and I would still need to get the bass face kick in, but even then, up next is Kai Dash. Know if I can really, leave Kai Dash alone with X-Mod gimmicks. That's just not a thing I think would be right for me.
One time for the beat.
In there. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. This makes sense. Maybe I should not be reading at 700. again. Vibrates intensely. What? What is that part? Yeah, I don't think I could leave Kaidash alone with Xmod gimmicks. Kai just has too much fun with them. Reminds me of someone else I know. I'm looking at you, Tilvit. Yeah. That's... Yeah. I don't know how I lived that one section. It's actually right near the edge. Okay. This is technically cheating, but I'm gonna have to look at it this way to try and understand it. I think it was this part? Hang on a second. So it's like jump. That's only doable on pad. Way to make me feel like the idiot for playing on keyboard. You know what? I think that should be my note. Okay. Just hold the keys down. You can't force me to do that, Telperion. Have you turned off your sticky keys today? Look at you telling me that when I hate sticky keys. No forcing, just punishing. Yeah. Get that name in. Keep walking. You were gonna love the note for this. What's up?
bass, go!
Okay. I'm sorry, what was... She blew on my gut till I quit.
Feel the bass, go!
Hey. Okay. Okay. What is this gonna be? I understand so far.
Feel the bass, go!
If only I knew how to double step with mind markings. I don't fully understand that yet. It's speeding up. Okay, slow down. Oops. Okay. Who's this Fang guy? I actually don't know. But it surprises me because this is solid. And I can actually understand it. Just not immediately, of course. I haven't gotten myself used to double steps with minds marked. With holds, I know just fine.
Feel the bass!
But one thing that I find slightly off-putting is this. Yeah, 'cause like... And I still expect I'm facing forward for like 2.5 beats. But then I have to... All of a sudden... Expectation broken. It makes for a good accent point, but... That's a little sudden. It's just a minor thing. I almost don't know how to feel about this. it's fine, but at the same time, it's just a little sharp. That's what I feel about it.
Feel the bass, go!
Okay, so now this works. Oh god, for this being a Maractus 14, I know it's going to be spectacular. I might even increase my root speed slightly to compensate for what's about to happen. Because I know it's going to be scary. What? 24th burst switch. Excuse you, Maractus. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit that. My skill on people's not that fast. Please stop doing that. Thank god you did. Is that a jump switch? Or is that just me not understanding what's going on? Oh my god. Oh. Fuck my hand. Thanks, me too. Oh, great. This is one of those where I really need to slow down to understand some of what's happening here. Like, this I get... That's all fine. It's just tricky, I guess. That's still jacks. Then we get into this part, which... How quick must one foot switch in order to get through this? I know they're technically just... They're technically the same level as a flam, but, like... Then you get this burst of 4, and you're expected to follow along with it. I want to say the burst makes the foot switches a little more difficult to understand here. Like, I know they're correct. That caught me by surprise. Alright. So that part's fine. Yeah. Huh. That's actually a pattern I've wanted to see used for a while now. Is, you know, just... It's just alternating brackets on the 3 panels. It's hilarious in a sense, because, like, you know what you're supposed to do, it's just a little more advanced than, like, doing a normal bracket foot switch. Because, like, instead of just exiting with, like, 1 panel, let's say, you exit with another bracket. I love that. It's just intrinsically intricate. Then there's and then there's this, which is why my left hand can only do so much, you know. For a righty, that's saying something. But I know the point is, yeah, I know that's the point. So then this jump is fine. The right foot's doing a lot this part, but I don't think there's much of a part where the left foot's really doing a lot of the same thing. Okay, now where were the jumps? So we are right here. That could work. Oh no, they must be jump switches. Because if you don't, you end up doing a crossover. I see. So they are jump switches. I was right about that. Okay. It's a very curious tech, and I've only seen very few files ever like doing jump switches like that. There was a particular one. Because it's much easier, but this is what I'm getting reminded of.
Hey, Steven, I really need to have some fun tonight. How do you say, where's the party in Korean? Oh, you just say,
Not doing a spin. No.
Okay, I got it. Hey, ladies, don't tell me. I'm on fire. 누가 좀 날 말려라. 나 미칠 것 같아. 지금 몸이 달아올라. 리듬을 맡아. 몸이 불타올라. 일어나지 못까지
I'm getting reminded of
Go, baby.
is fire. Alright, let's see. So back to lefts. Oh, really?
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth.
Thanks, me too. What?
This song.
Why does it always do this to me? Okay, let me get some notes in here. Right, there's the note for Beluga. I think I can make a better reference here. Alright. There we go. So now, Drainer, foot switches and crossovers. And this song is for that bear on that box of teeth. That's what the previous song is, isn't it?
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth.
Yeah.
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth. This song is for that bear on that box of teeth. This song is for that bear on that
I
box.
can only expect this to end well.
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth.
Okay.
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth. This song is for that bear on that box of teeth. This song is for that bear on that box of teeth.
It's starting with a mine. Okay. Oh, delayed gratification of full switches. There's the crossovers.
This song is for that bear on that box of teeth.
There.
Little red bandana it's wearing, no wonder the others are staring. It's pushing the bounce and it's staring there. Refit illustrations on the backs of the alumnus of the blueberry there, blueberry there, blueberry there, blueberry there. When I keep it, it makes me feel like I can love myself. I'm so glad I went and ended my gratitude for blueberry red. And the tea is more delicious when it's hot and strong. I prefer with honey instead. Great for drinking right before bed. The tea is this is not promotion all along. It's a fact that any adult knows celestial seasons run by adult.
What? Was that ending supposed to be a jump or a bracket? I think that may have been a bracket, right? Because, like, left, down, down, like that. So that's possible. I think that's the intent. That's just, like, the only bracket in this, I think. Okay. So, it's pretty straightforward foot switches. Crossovers can just be cheesed if you really want to cheese them, but, like, if I were to take this more seriously and have a much better pad than this, I would have probably done the crossovers. Let's just be honest. Okay, I don't really need to put this one in practice mode to, like, do it. I just know that the delayed foot switch is, like, it's a combination of a jack and a foot switch. It's nothing unusual. I've done it before. And next is BPM equals BPM plus 1. Good to have you back, Trinia Lydia. I believe I stepped this for last year's tournament. Except the chart I made was a 14. CMod optional at your own risk. Well, screw you, I'm going tournament rules and using InMod. Because I have no good choice any other way. Whoops. I kinda get making this part easy, but you didn't have to. Because now we're here again. Now we're back to easy. Which I can kind of understand, because we're getting into the... Oh my goodness. That drill really stands out. Arrowless break. Makes sense, I guess. I see why this is an 11 now. And I think from the density graph, this part's basically just H3. Okay. You'll have to be careful not to confuse this with my 14. That's really all I want to say. Alright. BPM equals BPM VPN plus 1. Hey, wait a minute. Remember you. Best injury drink of my injury. I'm sure that was intentional. It's funny though. Okay. So we're reading slow, I guess. There we go. By the way, this is actually blind playthrough, so
22 pounds of caffeine in this small can. How does it feel?
Just don't question it.
Oh, I didn't think the feeling on the breakfast.
I said just don't question it. Everyone needs something to numb the pain. That sounds slowly withers their life away day by day in an endless cycle of burnout. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out. Comes in the following flavors: overthinking orange,
Suddenly anxious strawberry.
banana,
Request raspberry.
craving grape,
Misery melon.
trauma traffic,
Depression durian.
and
these
there's
rhythms. I should have known. Oh, that's funny.
Explosion energy, 10,000 grams of pure caffeine, 'cause you can overthink if your heart stops. Brain implosion energy, crave zero thoughts, one head empty, then drink till you drop. I love my brain implosion juice, it makes my head go. But will it stop the pain forever? I just can't be sure. Brain implosion energy, 10,000 grams of pure caffeine, 'cause you can overthink if your heart stops.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if we discount the fact that those 242 BPM bursts are there, it's almost straightforward. Alright.
Explosion energy, 10,000 grams of pure caffeine. Brain implosion.
We've made it here. And now we're on to a file that's gonna mean a lot to, well, a few different people here. I'm not wearing my hoodie for this reason alone. You might have noticed by now that I am no longer at the same house that I was a year ago. There's a very specific reason for that. And I can't really get into it without, grieving over my mother's death all over again. So, Axis, Nate, Crash, Nactus, all the people who are involved in all this, this is my only gift to you amidst me. So all I can do is hope you're happy. You have to really slow down when you're playing this. Recommended reading speed, 500 with no mini, perspective, or offset. That's right, I'm doing my own file, folks.
On a dark desert night, the first of the winter, distant lights far away, the cold breeze the air, and I wish you were in this town tonight, taking flight while I'm fighting for my life. Got nobody to blame, I just come here. Got no choice but to stay and see this thing through. It's just me, the moonlight and the water, and the sound of time lost long ago. Hear me, I'm calling home. Wanted to let you know I can still feel you close to me. I'm sorry I had to go. I kept every card you wrote. Now all I can do is hope you're happy. Calling home. Hear me, I'm calling home. Wanted to let you know I can still feel you close to me. I'm sorry I had to go. I kept every card you wrote.
I know my own gimmick,
All
but
I can do is hope you're happy. Calling home.
I just couldn't remember to do it. Oh, you gotta be friggin' joking. Goodbye. Stupid scams.
honest, we don't need a label. Love is
I don't
everything
think
and
Chicago
everything is
Diner
love, yeah.
is
Why the
on
pressure
the,
when you focus, then you young, yeah.
I
But
think a few people
we
mentioned that
keep it
Chicago
honest,
Diner
we don't
wasn't
need
on
a
the register
label.
list either.
love is everything and everything is love, yeah. Why the pressure when you focus, then you young, yeah.
I wonder who made this. Because I actually don't know.
Tell me in Chicago, yeah. Only hear about it, yeah.
I might have to look at his
Looking
practice
out the
notes.
sunroof, I ain't really tripping, but I'm hoping that you come through, yeah. She told me that she tryna save her. Coming from Milwaukee, she gon' make her way, yeah. Said she living single, she don't need no favor.
That's
We
not
keep it
discounting
honest,
the
we
fact
don't
that there
need
are some
a
incorrect
label.
rhythms here.
Love is everything and everything is love, yeah.
I can
Why the
audibly hear
pressure
that
when
they're
you
incorrect.
focus, then you young, yeah. But I'm hoping that one day it could be something. She deserve 100 and these niggas give her nothing. Chicago Diner, order what you want, ayy. Looking like you could
Random
be, like
jump.
you could be on the wrong way. You gon' wanna love somebody someday. Cookies in the oven on a Sunday. Yeah, yeah, this one for the shorty with the good hair. I hope that you having you a good year. I hope that you missing all the fuck shit. See you getting busy at the function. Get it, get it, get it, yeah. Get it, get it, get it, yeah. Get it, get it, get it,
There.
get it,
I did the joke. I got the water bottle.
get it, yeah. Tell me in Chicago, yeah. Feel like we should slide away, yeah. Someone blowing up the phone. Trust that we are not the same now. Told me put a record on. Have you ever heard of Layla? Crazy how we get along. Fuck with you the way you wake up. Chicago Diner, order what you want, ayy. Looking like you could be on the wrong way. You gon' wanna love somebody someday. Cookies in the oven on a Sunday. Yeah, yeah, this one for the shorty with the good
Yeah,
hair.
I definitely need to open this
I hope
practice
that
note.
you having you a good year.
Very in depth on this.
I hope that you missing all the fuck shit. See you getting busy at the function. Get it, get it.
Hello, Nate. Okay. Let me go into practice mode here. I really need to point out just some of these things. Like, sure, this part's fine. Opening with a bracket on the second step is unusual, but you could make that work. But you can just as easily revert this foot to the panel. Like, the one panel that has a hold. That's fine. For this second bracket here, you're not forced to do that. So, let me just play through this part. And it's not even long enough for you to do that, so I guess that doesn't make too much of a difference. Alright, good parity out. Okay, that's fine. I thought I saw some weird things here. Okay, this is definitely ambiguous, but the correct answer is the right foot. I think. Is it? Wait. Okay. It's the right foot. This is needlessly complicated. Like, it resolves just fine. I just don't think this section really warrants a crossover. Let me listen to it. And actually put myself on a readable speed. I don't play 700 from pad.
Only hear about it, yeah. Looking at the sunroof. I ain't really tripping, but I'm hoping that you come through, yeah.
And then there's a double step here, I think. Because, like,
I got it all straightened out now.
it. Good.
And you know what?
What?
I'm getting a $40 increase in how much I'm gonna get a month.
Good.
I'm gonna move that way. Are you liking this any better?
It's.
You're getting used to it? It's
Yeah.
the different size, I think, is what screw you off.
Oh no, it's. I don't think it's even a different size matter. It's just very different sensitivity.
Oh. Well, I need to sit over here a minute.
Alright, I just
And
don't know if this pattern was intended to be played this way. Because, like, right.
oh, you're
It
practicing.
resolves just fine, but I'm not sure what you wanted to do there. And I think the reason I'm unsure.
Oh. Patrick,
Would
I was on hold over an hour,
Yeah.
but I got my answers. I get Part A free on Medicare.
Okay.
That's the doctor's visits.
Alright.
And I get pay for Part B. C is listed with Part B, but I didn't pay for it, so I ain't getting it.
Right.
So now, look at my little notes. I've got little notes everywhere.
Okay. I think this just leads into a spin. Roughly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's gonna lead into a spin. So there's definitively two double steps. Starting from right here. I think the first one you make is from this down to this left.
Medicare
But
goes
then the weird part about this is you're anchored on left for quite a while. And then I think that's another down to left double step here. Measure 25. Oh no. Oh no, this just got weird. You want to double step these whole two measures.
Am I gonna roll back a little bit? No.
For God's sake. Okay. Like, this resolves just fine if you start on the left foot on the right arrow, but that's not what happens in the measures above. You start with the left foot on the left arrow and the right foot on the right arrow. So you'd have to side switch to be able to do this. But there's nothing to indicate a side switch, so this is probably just an unintended double step, which results in facing backwards. I should not be treating that while I'm still backwards. get out of this is to do an inverted side switch here. So, more practically, you'd have to, left, down, left, down, up, double step a left foot, left, left. And then the rest of that plays fine. And once again, you're still left anchored here. I don't see the point of this jump.
She deserve 100 and these niggas give her nothing. Chicago diner, order what you want. Ay, looking like
Yeah, it's just there, and it's on the word what. So I
Have
don't.
fun.
All right, thank you.
Now go away, leave me alone.
Chicago diner, order what you want.
It accents virtually nothing. It plays out but accents nothing, so it's a little curious. And then measure 37 is just its own thing. Like, I'm just drilling on the same two panels for the whole measure. And then measure 38, and I have to jack on that same right foot panel, then the left foot. Then I don't know whether to bracket or to jump these, specifically because you enter this like this, but then you exit this like this. Because if you enter as a bracket, like you normally would, in a situation like this with your tech player like me, bracketing this one is going to lead to a double step. Curious. You're just very much left anchored for a lot of this. These are fine. The answer to this is the right foot, I think. Yeah, it's the right foot. Oh my god. I'm not sure if my note skin's supposed to do that. It's only an edit of Cell with Cell Workshop assets, after all. But these jumps are ambiguous. Like, clearly the answer is the right foot. Because left, and then you can do a crossover, which actually resolves. Lift, right there. No problem here. What? I don't know what that minus for.
I hope that you missing all the fuck shit.
Cause if you
I hope that you missing all the fuck shit.
like you have your foot there and it's supposed to go to a vocal, and okay. I'm assuming that was probably supposed to be a tap, but I don't know what the thought was for this. Maybe a center tap? Probably. That's like The only way I can think of to get out of this within reason. Jump. That's fine. And then here's the funny break. Get the water bottles, folks. Hydrate. It's fine. But this isn't. Because what happens here is left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. I just did a full spin. You happy now? I don't think it's intended though. I think there's just no good way to do those eighths, really. Because you're... Wait a... No, you'd still be backwards. I think... we'd just be backwards no matter what. So, it seems like this spin is not intended. And then again, mostly left anchors, but it seems like we're not using the down arrow for freaking... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 and 7/8 measures. That is concerning. And we're also just anchored on the left. Like, it doesn't even seem that bad, but like... It leaves you to be monodirectional, because you have your left foot right here the entire time. To not be monodirectional, you'd have to move your left foot somewhere. Like, maybe use the right arrow for a bit as an anchor. So this part just sticks out as being... I'm not really sure about this. So then we finally get the down arrow back. And then we lose it again. With the looks of this, it seems like we're supposed to be doing a crossover, but that doesn't resolve. So, as much as you're incentivized to use holds, like you're holding them down, like really intending to hold them down, I think what's going on is you have to do this and then double step from the left to the up. That way you can hit the right foot on the right and still keep the foot on the hold. So this is another unintended double step, but it's one that could easily be solved if the hold on the right arrow were any longer. Or if there were a mine on the left. But I don't think the song warrants either one in this position.
Have you ever heard of Layla? Crazy how we get along.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can understand the get along echoes here being double steps. That's perfectly fine. Because you're playing the exact
Crazy how we get along. Fuck with
But what's not really something I understand is breaking out of it when there's no echo with the same double step. I mean, sure, you could probably side switch it, but that's not intended either, it looks like. See, now we're finally breaking away from the anchor on the left. Why did that take you so long? Oh my goodness. And now we're out of that anchor again. This part... Oh god. Just when you think everything is fine, spin. Plain and obvious spin. I'm not sure. Okay.
love somebody someday. Cookies in the oven on a Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of questionable choices going on in that part, I think. Like, straight fourths when there are lyrics that have eighths, and... Oh my goodness. Okay. And then you have to break out of the jumps with your right foot again. So it... As much as I don't like ambiguous jumps, at least they seem consistent thus far. Yeah, that's fine. Good to see the down arrow back again as well. Wait. Yikes. Okay, thank goodness. I was about to complain again, and then I realized it resolves. I'm just not sure that's intended.
Listen all the fuck shit. See you getting busy at the function.
It's like a 270 right at the end.
I hope that you're missing all the fuck shit. See you getting busy at the function.
That is really... I mean, for the least of me knowing to check parity when I do stuff, this is bothering me a little. Okay. I think I can finally get back to the whole
If we
point
keep
of this.
it honest, we don't need a label.
Cinema. Active keyboard with me. Okay.
誰もが突然に始まっただからみんなしないよの上でそれは映画のようなまるで映画のようなどこにでもあ
fucked up without me even noticing it. Oh god. Okay, hang on a second.
誰もが突然に始まっただからみんなしないよの上でそれは映画のようなまるで映画のようなどこにでもあるストーリー
I think it was just supposed to be brackets. Huh. Oh god. Whoops. I completely misread that part. Okay, that seems like it could be enjoyable if I had a proper working pad. I just wonder if I could even... Hang on. I wonder if I could even do the crossover streams. Where's one? Okay. That's hard, but it works out. God. If I could get this one to work.
Time for
I
the
would love
moment
playing
you've
that.
been waiting for.
Here we go, laser lord.
Time for the moment you've been waiting for.
I know.
Time for the moment you've been waiting for. Time
I don't
for
know
the
if that
moment
was
you've
desk
been waiting
flow or
for.
me. Probably desk flow.
Time
I
for
only
the
have so
moment
many
you've
USB
been waiting
slots, you
for.
I love how those mines run fast.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla to make over a little Krabby Patty, right? Wrong. Preparing the Krabby Patty. Preparing the...
Okay, that. Going good there. Oh god, with those mines.
Preparing the Krabby Patty.
Nice, nice. I just want to check out a few things here. I think I have a reason to be suspicious. Okay, that's just a jump switch, I guess. Because it's clear that the left foot's used for this left arrow and then the down arrow's on the right foot. Part of me would want to cross this over, but then that results in a tragedy. Where I'm just crossed over for the rest of it, so that's just a jump switch. Not the way I would have expected you to take it, but, you know. Can I really be blamed? Yeah, this slowing down to 1/4 here really threw me off. Yeah. Gotta watch yourself right there. Okay. These bracket mash parts I am not doing on a stock L-Tech. What? Like, I know you're supposed to do something along the lines of I think. Yeah, that's not happening on stock L-Tech, I think. But there's no quarter slowdown for this part. So you only get an explanation of the gimmick after the gimmick's already happened. Which, it's not unusual of a gimmick per se. I just was expecting consistency and didn't get it, I think, would be the right way to put this. Is there even a right way to get out of this? Sometimes I ask that question to myself and I'm like, okay, I have a hold on a vertical arrow and a bracket. And I last used the bracket. How do I get out of this? Part of me wants to use the same foot again, but part of me is like, I use a different foot. Especially if the hold, like, does it cut off? Yeah, I believe it cuts off right as the... Okay. So, right as the last bracket happens. So in that case, I could probably argue for using another foot here. But using the same is not entirely wrong. I just didn't understand at first. Pardon me for that. Okay.
Time for the moment you've been waiting for. Time for the moment.
Okay. Let's see here. We can send him in. color base, except everything is painfully offbeat. Why did I subject myself to this? I have no clue. I have no freaking clue. And this is even exposed to the internet.
EDM.
I believe exposed to the internet has some sort of reputation for meme stuff. It's just freakishly silly.
1, 2, 3, 4, go!
EDM.
I can't even beat Blue Buster on keyboard. That's how bad I am at this game. Oh, and if you miss all this, there are 169. Nice. Oh my god. I could argue there's also some burst tech in there as well. But only technically in part for the rhythm. Frick.
Time for the
Okay. Okay, and then next is Diabolic Devotion. What's the point? I'm not even gonna pass this. And there's even an edit 29, excuse me? Can't even make it 20% into the file. There's a score. You know what this one gets? make interesting time lapses. I don't think I'm ever gonna pass this even on keyboard. It's that bad. You might want to read the note I left in the impressions thread. This is what we've come to in terms of casual, mind you, casual turnip material. Yep, that's the new LTEC, alright. I know how this is supposed to be done, I just can't do it. Like, this whole intro is perfectly fine. I'll forgive Narita once I see a big name world-class level competitor actually physically enter this tournament. And that competitor had better be Narita. I'm just gonna put it out there. If they're capable of making this stuff, you'd better be able to playtest it at least. Like, for 500 BPM, 6th brackets are already hard enough. This 8th stream is going to play at 250. And then you get this, where you have to basically bracket flam at 250 BPM. 16ths. Glad someone agrees with me on that thought. That skill set part, yeah. Nobody that participated last tournament has ever passed a stamina, tech, stam tech, what have you, ITG rating, whatever kind of file it is, 27. I bet even if you ask Bori to do this, it's not going to be much of a, much of a willingness to do it as much as, okay, I'll do it, but this won't be fun for me. There are like 3 people you could ask, I think. Zin passed up to 24 at least once, but that's it. Roll likes 3, or presumably lefts is going to pass at 27. That's just my prediction. I bet $1,000 on it and keep that and double if I really had to. Because I know I'm right. Okay. Thank God for having something easy right after something absolutely fucking impossible. By the way, feel free to do my three as you go. No need to skip them over them this time. Trust. Sure. My web bacon. When you play El Sendito, you should play it on the pads. I hope I'm able, because I've seen that sharp. And I think what I'm able to get out of it could probably be done on stock LTech just fine. Meanwhile, Demnoth looks like a clean, tame DDR chart. I feel right at home. Yeah. This feels like... I don't want to give my rating right off the bat, because I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say 15 maybe? But let's just take a look at one thing here, because this is the kind of pattern I was confused on for just a split second. It was this. I think it was this, anyway. But I know what you have to do. It's like... you gotta do the jumps. Anchoring. Normally when I do jumps, I do anchor them as well. It's just... interesting to see what you can do with those and be like, ah yes, this is the right way to do it, but then suddenly you end up having to do a jump switch because you don't even know what footing you're supposed to be on. This does not have that problem, thankfully. And it happens again here. Maybe just fine. Once you play enough DDR on pad, so Kanani's Civ Lake Tech just becomes natural, yeah. And here's the same thing, but Eller mirrored. I gotta say, this file is actually quite well made. But I think, despite all that, there was probably something ambiguous somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Suddenly I'm not seeing it. Okay, yeah, I don't see it anymore. I thought there was something.
Hey little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, at a mommy. Yeah, feel so hot like I'm chilling on the beach. Yeah, baby in the sun like the Teletubbies. Hey little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, at a mommy. Yeah, feel so hot like I'm chilling on the beach. Yeah, baby in the sun.
This is what we're in for, huh?
Hey little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, at a mommy. Yeah, feel so hot like I'm chilling on the...
But hang on, let me a moment. Just Demnoth kills.
little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, edamame. Yeah, feel so hot, like I'm chillin' on the beach, yeah, baby in the sun, like the
ITL.
Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, edamame. Yeah, feel so hot, like I'm chillin' on the beach, yeah, baby in the sun.
Since you're the one that sent this in,
Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like
What?
a pea, yeah, edamame. Yeah, feel
what rhythm am I supposed to do there again?
Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a
The dumb Boogie Stats leaderboard blowing my cover here, SMH. It's not even Boogie Stats, it's Groove Stats. There's something off
little mama,
about
yeah,
that
you heard
intro.
about
I
me.
can't put my finger on it. Of course you would actually. Oh boy. Oh boy, I've got a lot to learn, it seems. I wanna actually get a good take on this. I think you can just hit the sensor lines. And it's like no problem.
No moolah. Have any of that foul language around here? The amazing digital circus is a place to be enjoyed by all ages.
TADC. The angle I was going for here makes more sense if you played the real one from ITL and maybe the Kutz's remix too. Yeah. Oh. It did? Huh. The more you know. We won't be having any of that foul language around here. It's just still.
Hey, little mama, yeah.
Okay, let me get a note in for this one. And I'm gonna not even by choice. Alright, there was a request for this one to be attempted on the pad. I think, given the context, I already kinda know what this is. I should be able to try it. But let me switch to my pad profile here so I can see if I can actually do it to get it in. Yippee. Let's see if sensitivity holds up.
Complaciendo para todos los bailadores con esta rola que dice 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is literally what I have to do. But I did spot something here that is like, I'm not sure that's right. Yeah, right here. Like, the correct timing is still with the rest. So this 8th right here is 1/8 off. At least I think. What the? Do I have to play it from the start?
Complaciendo para todos los bailadores con esta rola que dice
Let me see here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's an 8th off time. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Hang on. This can't get looking just first. This is what you have to do on stock LTEC, by the way. Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah, okay,
Los bailadores con esta rola que dice.
Free to read. It's too deal. But there's a lot of funnies in there if you want to read kids'
Yeah,
Christmas
okay.
letters. You let me
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to
Complaciendo
use
para
this
todos los
Jax.
bailadores con esta rola que dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. ¡Eso! ¡Qué bárbaro! ¡Qué bárbaro! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
¡Esto es! ¿Hechiceros? Esta es una buenísima rola. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso, eso, eso. Síguelo bailando, síguelo bailando. Mira nomás que chulada de ambiente y seguimos bailando con esto que dice. 1, 2, 3.
God, that's tiring. If there were an easier way to do Jax,
¿Qué dijeron? ¿Esto ya se acabó?
or even side switches on this,
¡Esto sigue!
which is literally a stock LTAC, mind you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's where the rhythm changes. Phew. 3 misses. Holy moly! Would you look at that, folks? I love one panel charts so much because they are very much open to interpretation. Like, okay, I need to hang on. Let me see clips here. Filter by 24 hours. Reveals his switch form. Alright, copy link. Oh, that's glorious. Let me know when you get to the microwave. Oh my god, Maractus! What do you mean you'll take this from me? This is already tiring enough to jack. And I can't really side switch on this unmodded LTEC. So what am I supposed to do?
What's so funny? They send you a message?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It was replying me with something that I did a moment ago.
What?
It was like the file's entirely left arrows, right? So I'm just over here on the pad. One of the attempts I was like just desperately trying to hit the left arrow while switching feet.
Oh. And you failed?
No. I'm the player on the left. But that time I did it just like repeating my foot on it. Oh my god.
They caught up with you, huh?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get me a drink or whatever, and I'm gonna sit down.
Okay. So that was El
Somos
Sentito.
bailadores con esta rola que dice 1, 2, 3, 4.
I beat it by 3% and 2% EX almost. Oh my god. Alright, let me put this back in my keyboard profile. Label that I've done this.
Los bailadores.
With pretty solid 127.5. Okay. Back on the keyboard, here we go. I still don't hear 6-8 here. I just hear 3-4 or something. Something similar. Not an 8. Oh my word. Not now, Stepmania. Wow. Okay. There is something in there that I want to try because it looks pretty intriguing. But I think think with the condition this pad's in, I'm not going to be able to play it properly. And, you know, have it score really well, but, like, it was this, I think. Something about this. I might even have to put it on a rate mod to be able to, you know. 475. I don't care. Okay, so that is partially just Queen for a day. Huh. That part's basically Queen for a day, yeah. You'll see more on that later. I guess I should really just get my note in for Encounter Dorshi. There we go. Alright. Now I'm scared. Even an arena of 20 would scare me, folks. Wrath and Vote. What's all the text? Bracket plus L7 plus Jacks plus Rivers. Bracket plus Regions. Custom brackets and bracket size. Oh boy. Way to scare me. To be able to read stuff like this properly, I have to increase my speed mod. My max read's normally like 800. Oh, that's already very hard to do on pack. How am I alive? Until I have to match that section. Can someone confirm with me whether this is actually a 20, please? I have no clue how I just passed that. I might have to update my Stamina Nation nickname. But I'm not sure. Like, this would very much feel like a 20 on pad, probably? But on keyboard, that plays out the same as, like... I want to say... 17 or 18, somewhere in there. ITG scale. If you know how to handle brackets with multiple fingers. This is just... You know what? Fuck it, I'm screenshotting it. That's wild. Good luck, keyboard players. And pad players alike, I guess. Right, so foot switch is plus, down slash plus, kick switch is jacks first. Let the tray spin it. Fight turn, hit him off nightfall. 5 turns. I'd very much be inclined to believe that's pretty much what this is going to be. Zmod when the double banner speed. Well, here, I can do you one better. I can hold tab. And the snow falls faster, too. And holding tilde alongside that. Like, if you spam tab, you basically get a mix of it too, which is fairly silly. I can press Maractus to be feasible with files that I play on keyboard, so I'm gonna go 700 here. How am I even parsing this? Well, I guess I could ask the same question with the toilet earlier. Too bad I have fake identification toggle on. That is a real toggle in Bright 14, by the way. Whoops. misrun. One misrun. Noteskin should do that. They really should. Be like me. Do what I did in my own personal Noteskins. Be the Noteskin you want to see in the world. And let it be an option that's not enabled by default. Oh man. But I do want to try and parse the chorus on pad. I mean, if we could buy mods to Noteskins, we can already do that. I've done that before. Okay, where's... Where's a song that has a lot of mimes for no reason? Destination Helios, sure. Improved Minecraft Noteskin. Okay, so... See that? So let me just hold one arrow this time. ITG players have never. Too bad I'm not your typical ITG player. I account for everyone. Alright, let me get some notes in here. Fauna. And then fight till I'm good enough in all caps. Fight till apostrophe. And Noif. Whoops. That's a silly typo. And Noif. Real SS form is already 8th most popular. Cool. I'm a genius, folks. I know how to make memes. Alright, Lamar, can we have a Freg emote in the left server, please? Freg. It is a short chart, so I mean, I kind of expected this to happen at some point. There's like a lot of really short charts in this pack, it looks like. From what I've seen of other people looking through it, this is just simple one to get. But then the question is, do I aim for the trips? I'll aim for the trips. Why not? Let me set this. Actually, do I want to set this on B14 or B14 cell? I'll set it B14 cell. Why not? It's probably nothing unusual. Specified value. I do want a trip today, so. Frick. Or, I mean, Freg. Gotta be kidding me. Come on. There we go. Okay, we got the trips. Moving on. Nothing else to say about this one. Alright. I can say we're at least doing Axis on keyboard some justice for the past 2 years. Okay. Frag. I'm gonna first disable this. Go back out. Let me see, where's... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Okay. That's my note for that one. I remember hearing that of the two Bro It's a 9 Trust ones, this is the one that's actually a 9. And that Power is like an 11, I want to say. Like, I could easily argue that Power might be an easy 11. This one. But first, Funhouse. Okay. All right. I always forget. Fun. Mod moment. Actually, I think I can do this without going back to the song again. .98 BPM, roughly. So 700 divided by 98, 7.15 X. Okay. I feel bad for player P2 right now, but I don't give a crap. Player P2 just has to suffer. I think those are supposed to be bracket double steps. Whoa. Not now, lag, please. I think there are unintentionally two ways you could do some of these patterns. Okay, and then what are you supposed to do about this? Okay. Let me go back to Discord on my phone here. I feel bad for that 1 a.m. Like, speech. Go back to that one way off. I'm curious about some of the patterning choices here. Like, I know what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be apparently. At least with the way it's written. And it's interesting because it sets you to round step into the jump. Which is a movement I have never really thought of when making my charts, you know. I might need to learn tech from you as well. I'm pretty sure the intent for that is just supposed to be a foot switch. But technically, if we look at this, nothing's stopping you from doing it as a crossover. I love that. Now I just need to track some parity here. Okay. It's... That also works. There are multiple ways to do every single one of these things. The literal opposite of Queen for a Day. I tell you what. This is the same tech as Queen for a Day, but it's just tricking you into doing crossovers instead. I love that for some odd reason. But then, what's this? Huh. I had a thought about that sort of pattern before. I just never really found a purpose for it. Where you have like, where you come out of a kick switch with a bracket. I don't know if that's the intent though, but it seems like it could be. I think with the way it's written, that's what it is, but you could also just and center tech with the right foot. Now this is just obvious, but like, now you have to do that crossover. Yeah, that's fine. That's the side switches again. And this time we head into... Okay. So, this has to be done as a kick switch, then foot switch, if you're gonna do anything interesting. if you play the plain way, it also works. But you don't get the luxury of like a kick switch. You have to do a foot switch if you're gonna come out of it like that. Like, I can see kick switch because it's marked by this mine right here. Then you end up like, which I find a reasonable way to get out of that crossover. No, that's a jack. Okay. Unless, wait a minute. Oh no, that's just intended double step. Okay. I'm getting myself all tangled up here, trying to figure out what the intent is. Like, this is fairly straightforward. Yeah. Okay. And then so is this. Then you have to do a crossover. And then the same thing again. Now, what is this? This caught me by surprise a little. You're crossed over one way for the entire thing, which, for a 9 at this speed, yeah, that makes sense. You probably do want to be facing one way, but like, it's a lot to take in, and you gotta do a mirror of it somewhere. Otherwise, something about it just isn't quite what you would want. I know they're supposed to be done as jumps. This is also interesting to me, because you can very much do it both ways, right? Because you have the obvious, and you can double step that, it's fine, but you can also side switch, which I think was the intent, but there's not any markings, so I don't know what to make of it. I'm just going with some gut guesses here. Okay, and now the bracket double steps are reversed, so now it's step into a bracket rather than a bracket into a step. Huh. Okay. There it is again. Either way works just fine. You have to cross over here. You can cross over there or foot switch it. It doesn't matter. That's the side switches thing. There's the... okay. So there's that again. What's this? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to just bracket and then double step it? Because I tried doing that in Epidermis, and it just wasn't quite working out the way I wanted. And I just left those in there because I'm like, what better do I really have? This works, but it just is a little odd for all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, Fun House. CYOA. Okay. Felix is back. Almost like you never left, huh? Except now I can use Zenmod. The other noticed it is a good speed mod. Because most people don't really care about display BPM except for Funhouse's case apparently. I really want to redo that part. Hang on. Get myself comfortable here. Smooth transition into slowdown. Oh, that threw me off for a moment. I understand the X-Mark gimmick here. But apparently even subliminally will be on. Whoa, Felix, chill out with that ending. Oh. Oof. Wow. It's like Felix never even left. Straightforward, but technical. Funny is this is 210. I would have probably set 105 BPM here. This one was near the end of yours. Yes, yes it was. I just don't remember whether I need to clear stuff up or not. Was this the one where you, like, placed the table on the pads? I knew player P2 would come in useful. Whoa! Just say I wanted to pass out. Do this when you're done. Yeah, you sat down. Yeah. Alright, let me go to Twitch on my phone here. Let me see if I can even view it through the Stream Manager. Yeah, I can. Alright, so let me open this link here. What, 2 sets in a row of left pack dose to a motherfucker? I chose to do this. Axis's response, me in the background, watching you look so done with this playthrough, you would have 100% abstracted without me there for this journey. And you even hear him laughing in the background. Man. I don't know, do I... Yeah, you know what, I'll do it. You reap what you sow, you heckin' grass type. And that's even the perfect idiom for it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I don't actually want to ruin this pad. My PDP went through enough chair abuse as it was. Fun, by the way. Alright. Auto Beach Medley. Alright, let's see. So I'm not ending this here, community, but let me just get Google Translate out real quick. Japanese to English. Anna. Allow. Continue. Gone. Sure. Sure. If this is the sounds of someone disappearing, by all means, I'm gonna disappear too. One of these days. Sure. Measure streaming my tab. Game 5, begin.
I'm still in dying, no driver's license. I should have picture with the iron in the trunk of crying. I still can't understand that you call me liar. My life is a joke, there's no temporary job. Isn't it lovely for show? このキャラに合わせファッションにワンショー。いつか倒れ始める。鏡をこと言った覚えありと思いは狂い続ける。剥がす系と雨のことばかりを歌にしていく。線の黒点へと避けていった人生。日に当たっていいと言えた海開きこれも人生。シードミュー CE とてもあなたらしい。1000年 your CD 誇りかぶつ ET とても私らしい。Everything needs BB Yeah 東京都ビルボード冷静と情熱とのコードあなたの高級車私は放送中継車交通するテント超高層ホテル完成も届かない荒野無知な心を走行 I'm so happy to be a modern man 非常識的闘争 Why only at 25 birthday party アルコール 1% 台方向性感重みがないこの足取りがよく喋る夜に月を近くに移すためには Kiss you gently
Sure. Lefts. Why not? So you know what? I kinda have to do this. We're gonna be in here.
Rest like birthday party アルコール 1% 台方向性管理重みがないこの足取りがよく喋る夜に月を近くに移すためには Kiss you gently
'Intended way. Done. It's funny too, because so much worse could have happened to the song. Like, if you actually listen further into it.
더 행복하라는 거예요. Time to go to bed. 고운 피부가 다 무너진다고요.
Omar is a mods enthusiast these days. Or perhaps I should even
너 핸드폰 하는 거예요. 피부가 다 무너진다고요.
I will just in case.
어조 삼아.
It's time to go to bed.
너 핸드폰 하는 거예요.
늦게 자면
거운 피부가 다 무너진다고요.
사이고노 케이코쿠 데스.
지금 잠에 들지 않으면 우리는 춤을 출 거예요.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨. 너 핸드폰 하는 거예요.
Time to go to bed.
거운 피부가 다 무너진다고요.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨. 어조 삼아.
It's time to go to bed.
처음부터 잘 생각이 없었군요.
오늘 밤은
우리와 함께 춤을 춰요.
데모 아시죠?
일찍 잠에 드는 거예요. 오늘은 비밀로 해줄게요.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨. 너 핸드폰 하는 거예요.
Time to go to bed.
거운 피부가 다 무너진다고요.
야래 야래.
뭐 말리는 아가씨.
사이고노 케이코쿠 데스.
지금 잠에 들지 않으면 우린
Dang it! The ending had to get me. Maybe it really is time to go to bed. Who am I kidding? It's only 5:33 p.m. over here. And I've been streaming for what? 3.25 hours? I don't know if that's even a good enough joke, what I just wrote. But I think that gets the one memory note for this across, at least. And then there's this. My punishment for not going to bed is Kaidash. You know what, that probably is the note that I want to get anyway. back ourselves back on. If you focus hard enough, you can manipulate the timing window. Not hurt enough. I can only try, you know. So I guess after I fail, I could probably play as normal. But I want to try that one more time. Because I think I'm onto something here. Okay, yeah, that's really difficult to do those bursts. I love how this otherwise plays out as basically your normal tech file. Yeah. Okay. I think I have a comparison I can actually make for this one. Now, the only shame in this is that in the banner, I do not see Grega anywhere. You get me? I can probably add that. There we go. Certainly music.
Don't stop till the goes.
Oh my god. I think that was the Google Translate voice or something. I should just be able to play this one as normal, right? Okay. Yeah, this is music that gives direction space vibes. Megalovania. Shut up!
Don't stop till the goes.
To the rhythm of the universe.
That ending question mark? T-impulse. Folks, we have reached tech notation in its peak. The tech notation is literally tech notation. I love it. See here now. Thank you, Rocky. Very cool. I think this should be my last one for tonight. Please be good, Laser Lord. Yeah, that's good. Alright, here we go into the stream. Please be kind. Yeah, that's fine. And into the second string. Not now. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I'm just calling that a night. Whew. That's solid. I like it. Couldn't quite get a STG due to lag, but I got somewhere I wanted with that. Yeah. Okay. But okay. Well. I'm calling that a night then. only 3 fails, I think, so far. So we're making good progress. And I actually passed a Narita file. Fair point, Kaidash. Fair point, Kaidash. Well, it's not called Grega Grega. You right. You're right. Anyway. It's been cool so far, seeing what people have come up with. I know I don't react as much as I normally should. It's hard to explain for as hard a year as it's been, but oh well. That's how years go. You know people, you lose them. That's just life. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys